We are here for round one, and I think we would like to play first.
Alright.
Yeah, that's alright. We got stuff to play. That could be worse.
2 into 3 into 4,
Yeah.
hopefully.
And even a Willforged Golem to convoke something out, probably, if we need to.
Maybe 2 into 3 into 4 Golem.
Yeah. We could hold back a green. Do we have anything double green? I don't think so. I guess it doesn't really matter, probably, but... So...
Sign in Blood online.
Sign in Blood, told you. Turn 2 if you want it. Alright, Torch Fiend.
Thoughts?
Yeah, it's interesting. Of course, he played this first, so he could have the crowd's favor. It's a possibility.
Well, I mean, he's playing it to get the bonus.
Right. He also, I mean, just could have crowd's favor.
Sure.
I mean, it could be played, but you're right. You get the bonus. I mean, I think you probably trade, right? I mean, it's either that or we attack back and he trades with the Torch Fiend. I guess we don't want him to destroy an artifact, so maybe we take it and attack back because we don't want him to destroy one of these things.
Yeah.
I mean, we also have the Necromancer's Assistant.
Yeah, I would trade. Just because,
I mean, we're trying to stay alive for a little while.
Yeah, when he goes red and cares about red guy, hey.
There's your sign number right there. But we'll run
I think
out
we're playing 2 of them.
the Necromancer's Assistant right now.
Yeah.
See what stuff we put in our graveyard. Swamp, Forest, Shadow Cloak. Alright.
Well, I don't hate seeing that.
No, it's alright.
I will say we didn't get the big bomb in this deck. There's no soul of whatever.
We do not have a big bomb. I do like that these also block Intimidate guys, by the way. I hate losing to random Intimidate guys. So I think here we actually, again, we have the same choice, because we don't want him to destroy one of these. In fact, I think we trade.
I definitely trade.
And then just play Haunted Plate Mail.
Yep.
There's a crowd's favor. That's a bummer. Well, he did have crowd's favor. So...
that's pretty awful, actually.
It is pretty terrible. So I guess we just play a Necromancer's Assistant again.
Yep. Keep up our green trick.
What tricks are in the format for 1 mana? I guess there's the green one. We're going to run out of cards in our graveyard. We're going to deck ourselves. Mystic, Hunt the Weak, Titanic Growth. Alright, well those were pretty reasonable cards, actually.
They don't do us a lot of good right now.
Scrapyard Mongrel, mono red deck. Alright, so he does not want to trade his Torch Fiend this time, and that's unfortunate. Alright. Okay. So, we don't really want to convoke out our Willforged Golem here, so I guess we just play Sign in Blood, eh? I mean, what else are we going to do?
We could convoke it out.
Yeah, but then he just sacrifices this to kill it.
Well, but we have 2 artifacts and he's going to sacrifice it to kill 1.
It's a valid point. Which one would we rather him kill?
Probably the Plate Mail. Just because of the mana intensity. I mean, we are kind of stuck on one guy. I don't know, I think there's a reasonable argument for all 3. I kind of like leaving our assistant untapped in whatever we do. I would probably do Sign in Blood. I think you're right about that.
I think Sign in Blood's probably that's what I think will pick us. Covenant of Blood. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we draw a land, we can play Covenant of Blood next turn. But this turn, we're not doing anything. We also have Rotfeaster Maggot to take out a Shadow Cloak Vampire. Yeah. Okay, so for now, we'll just sit back.
It does look like he's doing the, hey, you can't block this Enforcer, So I'll just wait to nuke an artifact. If you... Oh, well, never mind.
Alright, well, we're going to try to block the Torch Fiend again.
Yep.
I mean, he probably doesn't realize we're holding very good artifacts that we want to keep alive.
No. Ooh.
I mean, Raw Feaster Maggot is pretty reasonable. I mean, Haunted Plate Mail is not terrible either, because you can make it a 4/4 and block anything.
What are the red... Haunted Plate Mail gets around any sorcery kill a guy?
Yeah.
What are the red cards that do that?
Stoke the Flames is an instant to deal 4.
Well, instance, it doesn't matter what we play. Well, that one deals 4, not 5 to Maggot. But just my point is that Haunted Plate Mail gets past sorcery kills.
Right.
Whereas all of our other guys, of course, do not.
Right.
I don't know how many red sorcery kills there are.
Well, Cone of Flame doesn't do it. I don't... There's Cone of Flame, I'm just trying to think of all the red kill spells.
They're mostly instant, aren't they?
Stoke the Flames, yeah.
I think they're mostly instant. Yeah, I think playing out the Maggot is fine.
And just take this 2, pull out our own Shadow Cloak and gain 3.
Yeah, because especially if we play the Haunted Plate Mail right now, yeah, it blocks for a turn, but we're going to play a guy next turn and then it doesn't do anything.
Yeah. Alright. So, I mean, unless he's got tricks, it stops double Mongrel.
No artifact, one time, dealer.
You think he's stuck on mana, or you think he is mono red?
He's got 3 cards in hand?
Yeah.
Probably mono. Yeah.
Oh, another Torch Fiend.
Jeez.
That's pretty unfortunate. Alright, and a Hammer Hand. And so our guy cannot block, so we're taking 3, 6, 9, 11. That's a lot.
Jeez. Mono red is the call.
He's out to shoot quick. These Torch Fiends, which are normally not that amazing, they've been kind of holding us back a little bit. Alright, what do we got? Witch's Familiar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 mana. So, can't play Covenant of Blood. We're going to take 2 off of this. In fact, we're just dead, right? And we take 2 from this. We block 2 guys.
Yeah.
We are dead on board. Can we eke out a turn? I doubt it.
I would concede. I mean, there's no reason to show him anything more.
I mean, I don't think
or
showing
pass
him...
the turn and let him see if he plays something.
I'm not going to play anything like our cool artifacts. I am going to play Witch's Familiar.
Okay.
I don't think that's giving away too much information that we're playing a random black 2/3 card. And then, I agree with you. I mean, he's going to attack and we're going to lose. But sometimes by not conceding, people... I don't know what he would be afraid of. I think obviously he's just going to straight attack and we lose. But I prefer to make them do that rather than scoop.
I agree.
Is there maybe a 5% chance we get another turn? Maybe.
Or 1, but...
Hey, 1. I'll take it.
More than 0.
So we got a chance.
So you're telling me there's a chance.
We're gonna
plays another card.
Yeah, we'll see another card out of him anyway. Inferno Fist. Well, it looks like for Mono Red, he's got some pretty nice cards.
Jeez.
So my thoughts that everyone drafted red must not have been too accurate, because he's got a deck full of red cards. Before we move to the next game, we've got at least 2 Torch Fiends, a Foundry Street Denizen, so we probably want the second Fester Gloom, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what else we might want. I guess we didn't see a whole lot. We saw Crowd's Favor. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Okay. So that didn't work out super well. That was a pretty aggressive deck. So we possibilities. We got a Crippling Blight.
Yep.
We've got Festergloom.
I would play both those.
We've got... What don't we want?
Yeah, I think it's Golem.
I mean, I guess artifacts are bad against him.
Yep.
Do we want to cut a plate mail, though?
I think we do.
Just make his 2/1s random 2/1s?
Not only that, but plate mail is so mana intensive anyway that if he has cheap kill artifact spells main.
Yeah, I didn't see any artifacts. He does have a couple of the Scrapyard Mongrels. Didn't see any. His deck.
He's probably playing 1 or 2 Citadels, so I don't think that's a naturalized
It's not.
reason.
Other options: Sign in Blood, extra Necromancer's Assistant. I don't know that we need either of those cards.
I mean, I wouldn't mind lowering the curve a little bit.
Yeah, I mean,
Our lack of 2s are probably going to get us in trouble here.
yeah.
And this is about as aggressive of a deck as we'll see.
I mean, what would you cut? Like, and we gotta have to wait to win the game. But I guess if we get far enough, our creatures probably will outclass his. I don't know. Actually, we don't have a ton of stuff to outclass him, but
Well, you don't have to work that hard to outclass a deck that aggressive.
that's true. I mean, we definitely outclass it a little bit as it moves forward. I mean, what would we play? Maybe a Necromancer's Assistant and maybe cut one of these 3. Not the Rot Feast or Maggot, because that's pretty good, but either the Charging Rhino or the Shadow Cloak.
I would cut Shadow Cloak more likely. We're just not going to be playing Pain 2 Life all that often.
So play the Necromancer's Assistant. Probably over Sign in Blood. Probably just need to be offering trades up and stuff.
Oh, wait, aren't we at... Oh, over a second Sign in Blood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go to game 2 and see if it goes a little better. That was pretty aggressive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Wayfinder should get us land 3.
Mm-hmm. We do have Wayfinder and Festergloom.
We do. Yes! Living the dream. Well, he's mulled to 6, so...
He also has a deck that molds pretty well.
I would imagine it probably does.
Do it.
I guess we want Swamp. Crippling Blight, Festergloom. Alright, Swamp it is. Cannot play that at the moment. No, I don't think I can do that.
We can totem our Finder.
We can do that.
Gets around Festergloom.
Yep. I mean, we just gotta offer trades, right? I mean...
Oh, yeah.
Especially since Festergloom kills our guy anyway. Oh, no attacks.
I would absolutely... Oh, well...
No, I think we just play Carrion Crow. I mean, this does 2 for 1 him, which is... Well, a 2 for 2's him, actually, because we get our...
No, I was being serious about totem onto the Wayfinder.
And just tap it, though? So we have a 2-3 and a 2-2?
Yeah.
That's not...
I'm fine with Carrion Crow.
I actually think your idea is better. I think getting the totem out there is better, because we just gotta get an early defense going. This guy coming in to play tap, like, we can use him later.
Okay.
I don't think... We're not trying to race, we're trying to survive. So let's do that. Let's put it on our guy. Not his. At the pre-release, I played this into an empty board, and before I played it, I was like really reading it closely. Do I have to give his guy a +1/+1?
Yeah.
You do not. Luckily.
Oh, play a third X1. Come on.
Or put like auras on these guys.
Oh, Inferno Fist.
Yeah, like Inferno Fist or Hammer Hand.
Oh. Oh.
I mean, we can't block, but Oh, it does give his guy +1/+1, actually. So,
Ah.
yeah, that's not. That actually makes Fester Gloom less good. But we do have two ways to trade with his guys. He's stuck on 2 land. So I think
Crow pass?
it's either Crow or Assistant.
I'll play Crow pass. We do want to beat down at some point.
Okay. I'm alright with that. Offering trades all day.
Yep.
Even with Fester Gloom in hand, offering trades. Get your trades here. Well, that's not great. When we take all your artifacts out of the deck, you can't block this guy. We can't cast Covenant of Blood if we play one more creature. I think we just attack with the Crow, play one of these guys, and that's probably it, right?
Yeah.
Which one do we want to play? I guess
Assistant.
you might as well use the mana up, play the Assistant, and then hit 3 lands. So that's not exactly what I was trying to do. I was hoping to hit something for Maggot, like gain 1,000,000 life, but okay, you got it, buddy. Yeah. So nobody was playing red in this draft. Although he doesn't, to be fair, he doesn't really have any removal that we've seen so far. It's all just been zippy red creatures. I mean, we can play Covenant of Blood, but that doesn't do us a ton of good.
Tap out?
Yeah, tap out. Take 1,000,000. Other options. Just attack with Crow, play Child of Night.
We can attack out too.
With what? Everything?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, but then we take a ton on the swing back, right? I guess he's not blocking with the... I mean, we're going to take 4 no matter what.
What does Inferno Fist do?
Well, he doesn't have Inferno Fist, he has Hammer Hand. It's just... It does nothing now.
Nothing. If we attack out... Let's say he swings back full.
Then we're taking these 4 no matter what.
Or we take 8?
Right.
And how much are we dealing? 4, 6...
9.
I mean...
And then we do get a couple life back with this if it stays alive.
Yep. Yeah, let's swing out. If he can do 14 next turn, then power to him.
Well, I mean, the thing is we have nothing to do with these guys, so... If we get into 4, we can just Covenant of Blood for the win.
Well, yeah... I think Titanic Growth on something is more likely.
Probably true. None of our stuff we're going to be able to actually cast, so I guess we'll just play Child of Night here. Snap trading with a Torch Fiend if it is offered.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. I mean, we're not taking 8 if we stick around.
Yep.
Okay, interesting. Scrapyard Mongrel. Okay. I mean, that blocks our stuff pretty good, but what do we got here?
We've got a Titanic Growth on a Child of Night.
We do.
I think swing out is the call.
With all of them, right?
Yep.
And then just gain 6, assuming that there's no.
Yeah, I mean the Convoke.
Well, that doesn't
first strike.
Well, that doesn't do it anyway because he's going to be a.
Yeah, 5 toughness is not going to
6/5
get there.
All right. Well, let's see what happens. This is probably the deciding factor. If we don't win this turn, we lose, right?
No, if we gain 6 life.
Oh. Yeah, that's probably true. Well, I mean, he's got a block, so.
So he's taking 4?
Yeah.
Ah.
So we just put the Titanic growth on this guy, you think?
The other 2 are trades? Oh no,
No,
he's eating.
he eats 1. I mean, we got to gain 6 or we just lose, right?
Do we?
Well, we're at 10. He's going to swing back for 3, 4, 5, 6,
Well, no,
7, at least 8. Well, we're gaining 2, I guess.
Those 2 are dead. Fiend and Denizen are dead.
Right, and so is both of our guys.
Yeah, but he's swinging back for 4, 7.
It's pretty scary.
And
we
we're going
gain
to
2.
12?
I mean, what else are we going to do this turn? Just nothing?
No, I mean, we could...
The other thing we could do...
Or a crow and just swing next turn for the win.
We could also play the Fester Gloom and kill a Scrapyard Mongrel.
Post-combat?
Yeah, I mean, it just gets the Scrapyard Mongrel, but... I don't know how much more value we're going to get out of that.
Yeah, at this point. I don't know, I think there's an argument for that. I think there's an argument for growth on the Crow. I think there's an argument for growth on the Child of Night.
Just putting him at 1.
Yeah, I think...
Well, I mean, if we hit him for 5, it puts him at... Or 4, it puts him at 5. If he doesn't do anything...
I think growth on Child of Night is probably the safest because it keeps the game going.
I think that's what we should do. I think we're going to win if we stay alive, so...
Get to Swamp.
Good point. I was probably going to do that. We can cast Covenant of Blood, but we tap out to do so. If we draw a land, we can hit for 2 with the Crow and then Covenant of Blood for the win. Assuming that works.
Yeah.
I think that was the best line. That's about as bricky as you can get at the moment. So I guess we just attack with Crow. Just attack with Crow and then try to play Covenant next turn.
Also just Covenant, right?
And just put him at 1.
Put him at 1, put us at 16. He has to kill Crow next turn.
Right, but I was thinking, he can't do anything about Crow right now.
What if we just swing out?
With everything?
Yeah.
Well, then he just eats both our guys.
And Fester Gloom.
That's true.
I mean, that does take Covenant off the board, though. Yeah.
It does take Covenant off the board. The other thing, though, is if we... Covenant's off the board anyway, unless we're willing to take 10, because as soon as we chump block his guys... You know what I mean? Either we swing with just the Crow, and then we don't block anybody, in which case we're leaving ourselves open to Trick to kill us. And if he drops an artifact, we just lose. I think you're right. I think we attack out. If he blocks both our guys, then we Fester Gloom, and Crow's not lethal, but...
Yeah, he's got 2 cards in his hand. I don't know. I mean, maybe he can kill Crow. We didn't see any removal spells. I mean, he is in red, so...
Seems like he would have to have them, but I mean, our other options are pretty much non-existent.
Yeah, go for it.
I mean,
we could also hit a land and Maggot and get some life back next turn.
I mean, we also could, like you said, tap out for Covenant of Blood, but that's only a 2-point swing difference, and it does put him dead next turn to Carrion Crow.
Yeah, I guess they both do. I would swing out still.
I think you're right. I think this is the safest line, because tapping out to gain 4, I mean, I guess that's pretty good, but... I'm not sure if these Fester Glooms are that great here, but might be okay right now.
Yeah, that's a 3 for 2 right there. Not in our favor.
Yeah, but we got rid of his big guys. I mean, if you go just straight card number, yeah, but quality... Rabble Master. Well, I'm glad he didn't play this before combat, because he could have hit us with another goblin. You do get the goblin the first turn you play it. Necromancer's Assistant. Well, we're really up against it here, but we attack with Carrion Crow, block something, hope to live one more turn, and hope Carrion Crow wins.
Yeah.
That's all we got.
Yeah, you know what? We should have. Now that I look at it, I like the Covenant play last turn, just to put him dead this turn.
True. I mean, we would have taken 6 more. Yeah. I mean, you're probably right.
Ah. Oh well. Let's win anyway.
Yeah. What goes in our graveyard? Forest, Elvis, Mystic, Swamp. Well,
We're not gonna use that forest.
Land would have been okay. This looks big. Oh, is this Cone of Flame? Cone of Flame would be pretty brutal right here.
Does that win? I mean, we don't. Oh.
So that's 3 to us, 2 to this guy, 1 to this guy, puts us at 7, and we take. Yeah, it is a win actually.
Jesus.
It's,
yeah, should have done the other play. Ah.
That's a win. I mean, if we draw any lands, we probably win this game anyway, right? Like,
we did mill all of our lands with those Wayfinders and Assistants.
So that was pretty brutal. I guess we probably win if we play it the other way.
Yeah. I think we should have. You should always play for the win next turn. Or not always, but almost always.
I mean, the way we played it looked safer, I think, because his board was pretty threatening, and we cut it down. We draw some lands. We start dropping fatties, even though we can't block his 2/2 Intimidators.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I thought our deck was reasonable. I think we drew pretty bad that game. First game he was super fast, but that game we just could not get any lands to play our stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the problem with having a deck with kind of higher mana curve, I guess. But I mean, we did draw most of our like 5, 6, 7 drops. Like we didn't play. I guess your 7 mana convoke spells are more expensive when you're not playing a ton of little guys. Like you got to factor that in. But still, I mean, I guess if we play Covenant of Blood, we put him down to like 1. We go up to, I think it was, like, was it 12? No, we would have gone up to like maybe 14 or 16. He would have swung back for 10.
We would have won.
Yeah, I mean, Rabble Master would have actually no. If he plays Rabble Master, we lose, right? Because oh no, he can't attack the first turn. Yeah, no, we would have won because Rabble Master gives goblins, and then all his cards were goblins already.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we would have won a close one instead of losing a close one. But I guess winning's really what matters. So, all right. Well, thanks for watching. That's a bit of an unfortunate draft, but they go that way sometimes.
That they do.
All right. We'll see you next time.